17 years behind the wheel, and I've seen things on the road that would make most people quit on the spot. Deer standing perfectly still in the middle of I-40 at 2 a.m. Hitchhikers who disappear before you can blink. Shadow figures at the edge of your headlights that your brain desperately tried to explain away. I always explained them away. That was before the black car. My route was simple. Oklahoma City to Amarillo, Texas, every night. 11 hours round trip, mostly empty highway, mostly silence. I'd done it so many times I could drive it half asleep. And some nights, I probably did. I'm not a superstitious man. Never believed in ghosts, demons, or any of that. My ex-wife used to say I was too logical to be scared of anything. She was right, until mile marker 181. It started on a Tuesday, late October. I was somewhere between Elk City and Shamrock. Dead zone, no signal. Nothing but flat black road ahead when I noticed headlights in my mirror. Not unusual. Highways have cars, but these headlights didn't move. They didn't get closer. They didn't fall back. They just stayed perfectly locked, exactly 1/4 mile behind me. No matter what speed I drove, I slowed to 50. They slowed. I pushed to 80. They pushed. I told myself it was another trucker, someone who knew the road, keeping a comfortable distance. Totally logical, totally fine. But truckers drive big rigs. This was a car, small, dark, no visible plates. When I pulled into the Love's Travel stop outside Shamrock, the headlights stopped on the highway shoulder. Just sat there, watching. I waited inside for 20 minutes, drank bad coffee, told myself I was being paranoid. When I came back out, it was gone. I forgot about it by morning. The second night, it was back. Same spot, mile marker 181. Headlights appearing in my mirror like they'd been switched on by a timer. Same distance, same locked pace. This time, I noted the exact time on my dash. 1:17 a.m. third night, 1:17 a.m. mile marker 181. Same car. By the end of week 1, I stopped telling myself it was a coincidence. Week 2 is when it started getting worse. The car began to drift, not erratically, slowly, deliberately, like it was swaying side to side across the lane, as if whoever was driving was rocking, back and forth, back and forth. My radio started cutting to static, somewhere around that same stretch, always the same stretch. I started keeping it off entirely. That was a mistake. Because in the silence, one night, I heard something come through the static anyway. My name, not clear, not loud, like someone saying it underwater, slow and deliberate, dragging each syllable. As I pulled over, heart slamming, hands white on the wheel. The black car stopped too, 1/4 mile back, hazard lights off. Engine running. We sat there for 4 minutes. I counted, then I drove, and it followed. I told my dispatcher I wanted a different route. He laughed and asked if I'd been drinking. I did the route again the next night. The car was there, but this time it was closer. Not 1/4 mile, maybe 200 feet. Close enough that my mirror caught details I hadn't seen before. The car was a sedan, old, maybe early 90s. The windshield was dark, too dark, like the glass was painted or covered from inside. And in the driver's seat, barely visible, was a shape, a person, sitting completely upright, completely still, not moving, just watching. On the last night I ever drove that route, it pulled up beside me, not behind, beside. I was doing 75, it matched me, effortlessly. Passenger window facing my door. The window was down. I didn't want to look. I looked. I wish every single day that I hadn't. I'm not going to describe exactly what I saw in that car. Not because I can't find the words, but because the few people I've told, my brother, my therapist, a trucker I met at a diner in Flagstaff. They all started seeing things afterward, things following them. I'll only say this. What was behind that wheel was shaped like a person, sitting like a person. But the face wasn't right. It wasn't finished. Like someone had described a human face to something that had never seen one, and it had tried its best. It turned and looked directly at me, and it smiled. I quit the next morning, moved to Portland, got a job doing local deliveries in daylight hours. That was 14 months ago, last week. I was stopped at a red light on Morrison Bridge, broad daylight, noon, sun out, people walking, city noise everywhere. I checked my mirror, out of habit. One car back, black sedan, no plates, and in the driver's seat, perfectly upright, perfectly still, waiting, some roads, once you've driven them, never really let you go.